Wilborn, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Atlanta Board of Education. On behalf of the board, thank you for joining us for this special and meaningful occasion, the swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected and re-elected members of the Atlanta Board of Education. Today is not simply about the assumption of office. It is about stewardship. It is about service. And it is about recommitting ourselves to the collective work of public education in the city of Atlanta. As these board members take the oath of office today, we are reminded that public service is rooted in responsibility, trust, and purpose. Former Atlanta Superintendent Dr. Alonzo A. Krim once said, "Public education is the backbone of a democratic society. When we invest in our schools, we invest in our community." Today, we see that investment embodied in the leaders before us and in the families, educators, students, and community members who have entrusted these board members with this responsibility. Today's ceremony represents one thread in the grand tapestry, woven from history, leadership, accountability, and hope. Today marks a public promise, a commitment to partnership, shared responsibility, and service to the greater good of our students and our city. Thank you for joining us as we reaffirm our shared commitment to the children of Atlanta. One district, one goal, every child. At this time, we will begin the processional. To lead our processional, please welcome the Honorable Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kirk, the Honorable Dr. Brian Johnson, 22nd Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, Now please welcome members of the Atlanta Board of Education, Board Chair and Educational District 5 Representative, the Honorable Erica Mitchell. Educational District 1, the Honorable Katie Howard. Educational District 3, the Honorable Dr. Ken Zeff. At large seat 7, the Honorable Alfred Shibby Brooks. At large seat 9, the Honorable Jessica Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome members of the Atlanta Board of Education. And now, please stand and welcome the newly elected and re-elected individuals who will be taking the oath of office for the Atlanta Board of Education. Educational District 2, the Honorable Tony Mitchell Jr. Vice Chair and Educational District 4 Representative, the Honorable Jennifer McDonald. Educational District 6, the Honorable Patrice Hutcherson. At-large seat 8, the Honorable Dr. Casey Brock. Please join me in welcoming our soon-to-be members of the Atlanta Board of Education with a thunderous round of applause. Well, you all are standing, so please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the North Atlanta High School JROTC, followed by the national anthem performed by the Maynard Jackson High School. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. The program will now proceed as printed.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Layla Shannon, and I am a senior at Charles R. Drew Charter School. Today, I have the honor of introducing Ms. Erica Y. Mitchell, Chair of the Atlanta Board of Education and District 5 Representative. Erica Mitchell is a dedicated public servant, advocate, and leader in education. Elected to the Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education in 2018, she currently serves as board chair, where she has been instrumental in advancing policies that center equity, student well-being, and community engagement. Under her leadership, the board has strengthened its focus on literacy, trauma-informed practices, domestic minor sex trafficking, and restorative justice. She co-authored the Atlanta Public Schools Equity Policy and represents APS at both the state and national levels through organizations such as the Georgia School Boards Association and the Council of Great City Schools. Chair Mitchell's leadership has been recognized nationally. She was named a Council of Great City Schools Urban School Board Member of the Year finalist, received the Dr. Benjamin E. Mays Lifetime Achievement Award, and is a recipient of the Barack Obama President Lifetime Volunteer Service Award, among other honors. Beyond her work in public education, Chair Mitchell serves on the board of directors for the Atlanta Beltline and continues her academic journey as a doctoral student in education policy and leadership at American University. Through her leadership, advocacy, and commitment to public service, Chair Erica Mitchell continues to make a lasting impact on Atlanta's students, families, and communities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Chair Erica Mitchell.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, friends and family, Atlanta Public Schools parents, students, and community and staff. It is my pleasure to stand here before you. As 10 weeks ago, I wasn't even standing, I wasn't walking, and now I am walking and I'm standing in my purpose to serve. I want to take this moment to acknowledge my colleagues who I served on the Atlanta Board of Education with, Board Member for District 1, Katie Howard, Board Member District 3, Dr. Ken Zeff, Board Member at-large Seat 7, Board Member Alfred Shivy Brooks, Board Member at-large Seat 9, Jessica Johnson. I also would like to recognize the distinguished leadership of our Superintendent, Dr. Brian Johnson. Please stand. To illustrate men and women who represent Atlanta and the neighborhood and the cities across, and the districts across our cities, your elected officials, I ask that you stand and be recognized. All elected officials that are present here today, could you please stand and be recognized? To everyone, thank you for all being here today and lending your support and joining us in celebrating the swearing in of our newly elected and re-elected board members of the Atlanta Board of Education. Board Member Vice Chair Jennifer McDonald, District 4. Newly elected Board Member Tony Jr. Mitchell, District 2. Newly elected Board Member Patrice Hutchison, District 6, and Dr. Casey Brock, newly elected Board Member at large Seat 8. Today marked both a celebration and a responsibility, one that belongs not only to those who take the oath, but to all of us who deeply care about the future of Atlanta's children. Being elected to the Atlanta Board of Education is a profound act of trust from the community. Our residents choose their board representatives to represent their value, their voices, to ensure that all schools remain aligned to the hopes of the children and the neighborhood. That trust demands openness, dialogue, and genuine willingness to listen. And we are committed to remaining a strong, two-way relationship with the public we serve. To our newly elected board members, as you are sworn in today, you join a lineage of board members who have given their time, their leadership, their dedication, their care to serve the students of Atlanta. Each of them faced moments of challenges and change. And each helped to shape the system we steward today. Carrying forth the legacy, both as an honor and a responsibility, one that you are asked to lead with integrity, courage, and focus on the matters that's most important to student success. This moment represents a transition. Transitions are rarely simple, but they are essential. They challenge and reflect and adapt and recommit the purpose that brought us here today. For this board, that purpose has been clear for several years, placing students at the center of every decision we make. Through student outcome-focused governance, we establish clear, measurable goals and form our community vision. Goals that hold us accountable to student success in literacy, numeracy, college and career readiness, and beyond graduation. That focus is already yielding the results. Just last year, Atlanta Public Schools achieved the highest graduation rate ever, 90.48%. surpassing the state average for the third consecutive year, is a testament to what is possible when expectations are clear and shared. I look forward to co-laboring to ensure we surpass the state graduation rate this year and thereafter. I do believe this is more important because we are new and returning board members with a firm foundation of our mission to educate and empower students to shape the future. Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson remind us progress comes from galvanizing a community of believers and getting back to the basics. Your presence here tell us that the community is strong. We are ready, we are willing to move forward as one district, one goal, every child, every day. Thank you, and let us all work together.
Good morning. I don't believe I heard everybody. Good morning. Thank you. My name is Anissa Baker. I'm a junior at Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. Today, I have the honor of introducing the Honorable Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kirk. Cassandra Kirk is the first Chief Magistrate Judge appointed by Governor Nathan Deal and was twice elected by the people to serve Fulton County. Tasked with creating Fulton County's newly independent constitutional court, Judge Kirk has drawn on more than 27 years of legal experience as a jurist, prosecutor, defense attorney, and civil litigator to redesign how the court serves its community. Under her leadership, the magistrate court eliminated a 30,000 case small claims backlog, modernized case calendaring, implemented mandatory civil e-filing, and launched innovative initiatives including a misdemeanor mental health court and the REACH Clinic. This first people approach earned the Court a Case Clearance Excellence Award and resulted in the clearance of more than 170,000 cases during the COVID-19 pandemic. Judge Kirk's leadership has been widely recognized. She has been named Magistrate Judge of the Year by the Georgia Association of Black County Officials, Humanitarian of the Year by the Georgia Council of Magistrate Court Judges, and Judge of the Year by Rolling Out Magazine of Women's Works Media Group. She has also been recognized as one of Atlanta Business Journal's top 25 extraordinary Atlanteans. Period. Judge Kirk is no stranger. Judge Kirk is no stranger to Atlanta Public Schools, having sworn in several board members and superintendents over the years. Beyond the bench, she remains deeply committed to community service through faith-based and civic organizations and service in nonprofit boards focused on justice, reform, and children's rights. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kirk.
Happy New Year, everyone. This swearing in marks a new season of service, new energy, same commitment to integrity and accountability. Today is a good day for Atlanta Public Schools and for the city of Atlanta. What I'm about to administer is more than a ceremony. This is the public moment that signals you asked for it, you got it. You have been chosen, you have been accepted, and now you are accountable to lead. The people of Atlanta have entrusted you with this responsibility through the ballot. And as I give you this oath, you openly accept that trust. On behalf of our students, our parents, our educators, and every neighborhood that APS serves. This is a serious duty, but it also calls for the best of you. Not just your titles, but your time, your judgment, your listening, and more importantly, your patience and your courage. Our children deserve leaders who are fully present, especially when decisions are hard. So I charge you today to lead with respect, to remain anchored in truth, and to serve with both courage and care. Atlanta is watching you, our families are counting on you, and our students are worth it. Let's get to work. If you all would stand, and if there are family members that are coming to support, if you would bring the Bibles. And I think you all are being redirected. All right, I think we are situated. If you would place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, we are going to. Are we ready? Bible's out. If you're using your Bible, left hand on Bible, right hand up. All right. You all are going to repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of a member of the Atlanta Board of Education during my term. I will not knowingly permit my vote in the election and appointment of any person to a position in the Atlanta Independent School System or on any matter related to said school system, to be influenced by fear, by favor, by affection, by reward, or hope thereof. In all things pertaining to my said office, I will be governed by the public good and the interest of said school system. I will observe the provisions of the Act, recognizing the Atlanta Board of Education and the rules and regulations of the Atlanta Board of Education. I further swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the United States. So help me. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Atlanta Board of Education members.
Congratulations. It is a standing tradition of the Atlanta Board of Education that when a new superintendent or board members assume office, they are formally recognized through the official penning. The official penning for our newly sworn members will be conducted by the chair of the Atlanta Board of Education, Ms. Erica Mitchell. Let's give them one more round of applause. At this time, we will have brief remarks from our newly sworn members of the Atlanta Board of Education, followed by remarks from our Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, Dr. Brian Johnson.
Good morning, everyone. I've heard we got 2 minutes, so I'm going to try to be brief here. My name is Tony Mitchell, and I'm officially your newly minted school board member in Atlanta Public School Board District 2. First, I would like to give an honor to God, because without him, none of this would be possible. I'd be quickly remiss if I did not honor my wife and my 2 boys who are up here with me this morning, Bryson and Brady. Thank you for always centering me in what matters most. To my parents, thank you so much for the support and the foundation that you've given me. It has allowed me to walk into this space with confidence and to take on this role with humility and a heart to do for others. To my family, friends, and people who've supported me over the last 10 months, we made it. Thank you, and to each and every one of you, unknowingly, you put wind in my sails, so just know that we're on this journey together. You know, when I think about the work ahead, I think about the words of a mentor, and he constantly reminds me that leaders are here to plant seeds today for the shade that we may never see. As we look forward to this new season of APS, today we plant those seeds. Seeds that not only let our future generations know that we're intentional about their place in the city of Atlanta, but seeds to address the needs of today for our students and our families. This is the work ahead. And as we navigate this next chapter, my vow is to do this work through the lens of community, to lead with empathy and with the experience of our children at the forefront, to be present and to rebuild the trust that is needed for our school system to thrive. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to serving. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jennifer McDonald, and I am currently the Vice Chair of the Board of Education. I represent District 4, and happy to be reelected to be here for 4 more years. I joined APS as a mom in 2012 when my son was just a tiny little lion over at E-Rivers, and I learned so much because I learned, 1, you could agree to be the kindergarten room mom, and then look where it leads you. So be aware. But I also really learned what the power of community was that surrounded these public schools. I was a product of public school growing up in just north of Seattle, Washington, and my mom is here today. And I wanted my son to be a product of public schools. And he graduated from North Atlanta High School in May with the biggest class in the history of the high school and the biggest class in the district. And he is most happily, at the University of Georgia. Although skipping class this morning, thank you. I will never ask you to skip a class ever again. I'm so grateful for District 4. You came out in full force to ensure that I would be reelected, and I was so humbled. I'm so honored to be here. The greatest thing that I believe we did as a board in the 4 years that I've been on the board before is bringing Dr. Johnson to the district. So I have said this many times, he is the leader we needed. He has done so much. He has brought in incredible people. He has a phenomenal team of leaders working with him. I'm so proud to be a part of what you're a part of, and I thank you all for being here. We have work to do, as we know, and that will probably never end. There's always going to be important work to do, but I'm so honored at the skill and precision that the district is looking at, how we're pulling people together, what kind of leaders do we have in our schools, what kind of leaders are we promoting within our schools, because what we want is all these kids to have a phenomenal experience. I asked my son a couple weeks into Athens, could you have had a better high school experience? And his answer was no way. And that is what I want for all of these kids. I want you to come in kindergarten. I don't want you to leave. And I want you to stay. I want you to proudly walk across that stage. And I want to do it with this phenomenal group of leaders that are sitting here. And I couldn't be more excited that you have these 3 new minds, innovative. We've got this core team right here. This is powerful, important work. It's never going to be unimportant. And I'm so grateful, right? We have a real opportunity. Dr. Johnson, thank you for believing in us. And I'm excited for the next 4 years. Thank you.
I am Patrice Hutcherson, the new Atlanta Public School Board member for District 6. I really should say I'm Patrice Lynette Hutcherson because my auntie is in the crowd and she will definitely make sure that I have her name. I'm eternally grateful to have been placed in this seat by the people, and I promise to work tirelessly for the people. As a veteran public educator, I deeply understand the challenges ahead and will enhance the ideology that all are welcome here. I aspire to be a public servant leader like the late Mary Harrison Palmer. She was unbought, unbiased, unbossed, and a true advocate for public education. I come from a long line of educators. My father, Reverend Dr. Matthew Hutcherson II, was among the first educationally trained Black philosophers in the world. My mother, Gracie Mae Hutcherson Middlebrooks Hutcherson, was an early childhood specialist that graduated from Spelman College, dedicating over 30 years to teaching at Spelman Nursery School, Marion Wright Edelman Center. I miss my mom every day. I am honored to stand here with my family, especially those from Kendalltown, a small neighborhood in Griffin, Georgia, known for producing remarkable trailblazers, including former Atlanta Falcons player Jesse Tuggle. Although our town is small, my aunties, my uncles, my brother, and my cousins, who are like siblings to me, are here today because our grandparents understood the value of education even when they had to attend segregated schools in the South. We embody the proof that public education can create great citizens. To my mentor, Miss Linda Wolfe Smith, who knocked on my door when I was skipping school, you showed me how to care about our rights. I promise to embody what you taught me as one of the Black Pearls, similarly the way you taught the Honorable Abel Mabel Thomas. And to my son, Lincoln, I am in this role because I was fighting for your education. And you didn't have a teacher due to school closures. So I put my name on the ballot 12 years ago. And now here we are in a position to help others because of you. Education can often be a thankless job, but it's time for public educators to write policies for public education. We need to build a new culture where educators are recognized as experts in their fields who will never fear leadership. Atlanta Public Schools will serve as a blueprint for other major cities across our nation, demonstrating how to address the toxic decline in school closures and revitalize the fundamental right to public education for all children in their community. This is our civil right, and I am fully committed to making it a reality. Thank you.
Good morning. We did it. I'm so excited. If you've seen me over the past month, you know I'm really, really excited and so relieved to be here. And as your new at-large C8 school board member, so thank you for joining us this morning. A huge thank you to my family, to my friends, to my sorors who held me down, to my campaign team, to supporters who did everything from putting down signs with me at midnight all the way to answering the phone when I needed to vent. I also want to thank the members of City Council who stood up earlier. They all supported me so much throughout this process. And to our mayor sitting here in the front seat, thank you so much for your support as well. And I intend to make you all very proud. I wish I could spend this time up here talking to you about how hard it is to run a campaign, but they said we have 2 minutes, so I will talk more about that later because it's really, really hard. But I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the sacrifices made for those who came before me. The sacrifice of my maternal grandmother who moved here to a new country with my mom and her siblings for a better life, with education being the center of her purpose and her reasoning. Or to my paternal grandmother who grew up in Mobile, Alabama as a little girl who only dreamed of being where I'm standing today. My parents who've always encouraged me to let my light shine, even when I was uncomfortable, how bright my light actually was sometimes. But I also think about our ancestors outside of my family. I think about people like Dr. Benjamin Mays, who made a way for people like me to be standing here today and fought for a school district full of possibility for so many young people in Atlanta. I'm so optimistic about what I can accomplish with my new colleagues. But also before us lie some challenges. A reading proficiency rate that is far too low, especially in schools full of young people who look like me. A federal government that is constantly pushing on what we fought so hard for when it comes to equity. Now is the time that local leaders have to be the bravest and the strongest that we've ever been. As someone who's been in education and taught in schools, I always think about the fact that kids are simply that. They're just kids. And it's up to us as the adults in the room to be thoughtful, mature, civil, and shape a world that allows them to grow and to live in their genius. So I'm ready for the job, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to work alongside my fellow board members to ensure that students and families of Atlanta have the kind of education that they absolutely deserve. Thank you for electing me, and I cannot wait to get started.
All right, well, good morning. I'm going to be like Anissa and say, I didn't hear everybody. Good morning. I'm taking Anissa with me. Well, we're so glad and so grateful for our newly elected school board members. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you all. Congratulations to each of you. We look forward to working with and for you over the course of the next 4 years and moving the work of Atlanta Public Schools forward. Thank you for the board members that are returning. Appreciate your leadership, your service, appreciate the work that you do. Thank you, Chair Mitchell, Vice Chair McDonald, for your leadership over the last 18 months that I've had the privilege of serving. You all have been rocks and been anchors, and I appreciate the work that you all have done to drive the district forward. Nobody does this work alone, and I'm gonna steal, Mayor, I'm gonna steal the group project. I think that's called Good Fire. It is absolutely a group project to move Atlanta Public Schools, this community of believers, and I work with an amazing team. So thank you all for your work. Thank you for the tireless effort that you put in support of what is our most important work, which is supporting children. We know that teachers and leaders are on the front line doing the hard work of serving our students, which are our future. And I want to say this, I had some scripted things, but the comms folks know I'm no good with a script. So the reality is this is an important moment for Atlanta. This is an important moment for Atlanta's public schools. As has been mentioned, what we're up against is an absolute attack on public education. As I knew it as a student, it is no more. And more, the dismantling of our public schools as we know them is becoming a reality. And so it's incumbent on Atlanta, when everybody looks to things to transform and change and who's leading edge, they look to Atlanta. And its public schools have an opportunity to do what nobody else has been able to do. The nation needs Atlanta Public Schools. I'm telling my leaders, I'm telling this board, the nation needs Atlanta Public Schools. I'm going to tell you what we need. We need continuity in leadership. I'm not saying that because I'm here. But if you so have me for a little while, I'll stay. I left my office. Some of you have been in my office. One of the things that was really important to me when I came to the school district, I've been on the cover of Every Week, I've been a state superintendent, all that kind of junk. That's junk to me. Cut that out. I've had some unique privileges, and it was important to me to come to a place that it's critical for the history and for the future tone that's set for public education, and this is that place. If you're in my office ever, you'll see two men that look at me. Sometimes I have to catch myself because I think they're literally looking at me, but they're gazing at me. Benjamin Eliza Mays and Alonzo Krim. Dr. Alonzo Krim, and they look at me every single day. Sometimes I feel like literally. And there is a responsibility. We understand the shoulders on which we stand. I look at those gentlemen as they served for almost 20 years as board chair and superintendent, and what the district was able to accomplish during those seasons of service. And so let me say, I say this really openly, I said this to the board over and over, we have a responsibility to the children of Atlanta to operate with excellence and to do the academic work that is necessary to make sure that Atlanta's children get everything that they deserve. Mayor, appreciate you and your partnership and council members that are here, other elected officials. Atlanta has a lot of work to do, and it all starts and it all ends with its public schools. Our children are the future, and I'm unapologetic about this moment in time for Atlanta and its public schools. So congratulations. I had a moment, so I took a moment. I don't get this many people in a boardroom. Congratulations to you all. I look forward to working for you, and we got a lot of good work to do, so let's get to work. Thank you.
Before we conclude today's programs like today don't plan themselves. It truly takes a team. So on behalf of the Atlanta Board of Education, I'd like to send my sincere appreciation and thanks to the North Atlanta High School, JROTC, and the Maynard Jackson High School Chorus for their participation. Our student speakers, Lila Shannon of Drew Charter School and Anissa Baker of Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy, for their poised words and introductions. And Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kurt, thank you for always answering the call and for your continued service and partnership. I would like to also thank the Office of Communications, Ms. Ambernika Maris, for her exceptional design work on the program and event collateral that you all see here today. Our outstanding IT team for their continued technical support. And of course, to the best board office team, Ms. Tamesia Miles and Ms. Mahogany Johnson, for their fearless leadership and unwavering commitment. And now, as we conclude today's ceremony, welcome to the Alonzo A. Krim Chorus, Lyrical of Leaders, to close us out with a musical selection. And at the conclusion of the performance, I ask that all board members, newly elected and returning board members, to please join us at the dais for the organizational meeting of the Atlanta Board of Education.
How can it be that you love the most unlovable part of me? Of me? How could you see? Your life was the only gift I'll ever need to be free. It's amazing with you. I win even if I lose. Everything's working for my good for always. He saved the day. He will come through. He won't fail. That's not what superheroes do. No greater love.
Yes. Yes, I am.
What up, neighbor? What up, neighbor? You here now, sis? All right. Good morning, everyone. The 2026 organizational meeting of the Atlanta Board of Education will now come to order. After I call the roll, Dr. Brian Johnson will preside over the meeting. Representing Educational District 1, we have Ms. Katie Howard.
Present.
Representing Educational District 2, we have Mr. Tony Mitchell Jr.
Present.
Representing Educational 3, Dr. Ken Zeff.
Present.
Representing Educational District 4 and Board Vice Chair, we have Ms. Jennifer McDonald.
Present.
Representing Educational District 5 and Board Chair, we have Ms. Erica Mitchell.
Present.
Representing Educational District at Large C7, we have Mr. Alfred Shivy Brooks.
Present.
Representing Educational District at Large C8, we have Dr. Casey Brock.
Present.
And representing Educational District at Large C9, we have Ms. Jessica Johnson.
Present.
Dr. Johnson, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Wilburn. Did Board Member Hutchinson say present? You get a mark as present?
Representing Educational District 6, I was going too fast, we have Ms. Patrice Hutchinson.
Present.
And also present via Teams, we have our General Counsel, Madam Nina Gupta. Superintendent Johnson, you have a quorum.
All right, Michael, don't start us off on the wrong foot now. A little levity is good. All right. Is there a motion to approve the January 12th Board Organizational Meeting Agenda?
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved by Board Member, you're going to help me out, McDonald, and seconded by Board Member Mitchell. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Before we get started, I'll ask our General Counsel, who's joining us virtually, to please describe the process of board elections. Ms. Gupta.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. And my apologies for not being there in person. I have the flu and decided it would be better to keep that joy to myself for today. We will begin with the election of the board chair. Dr. Johnson, as the presiding officer of this meeting, will call for nominations for board chair. Any board member may nominate any other board member, and a board member may also nominate himself or herself. No second is required. If a nominee wishes to decline the nomination, they should make that clear upon their nomination. Dr. Johnson will accept nominations until it is clear that there are no more nominees, at which point the nominations will close. At that point, the election will occur. The board will vote on each nominee individually in the order in which they were nominated. The vote will be conducted by voice vote, and each board member must vote yes or no. Abstentions are not allowed unless the board member has an actual conflict of interest as described in the APS enabling charter, and the board member must publicly disclose that conflict of interest before any vote is taken. A board member may vote in favor of only one nominee throughout the election and may vote for himself or herself. A nominee must receive 5 affirmative votes to be elected. Once the chair is elected, he or she will preside over the election of the vice chair, and the election of the vice chair will follow the same process and rules as the election of the chair.
Thank you, Counsel. So nominations are now in order for the position of chair.
Dr. Johnson, I'd like to nominate Board Member Jessica Johnson.
Board Member Johnson is nominated. Are there further nominations for the officer of chair? Seeing none, nominations for the office of chair are now closed. The nominees for the office of chair is Board Member Johnson. The question is on the election of the nomination to chair. Those in favor of nominee Johnson, when their name is called, will respond yea. Those opposed, no. Mr. Wilburn, please call the roll and record the vote.
Katie Howard,
Yay.
Tony Mitchell,
Yay.
Dr. Ken Zeff,
Yay.
Jennifer McDonald,
Yay.
Erica Mitchell,
No.
Patrice Hutcherson,
May I have a point of discussion?
Madam General Counsel.
Thank you. This motion is debatable. It's not debatable per se, but you certainly can have a point of discussion.
My goal as one of the newest board members is to be in a space where we have cohesiveness, like our superintendent just shared. We are under attack as far as public education, and right now we need to have continuity. And for that, I wanted the chairperson that was in this seat to stay exactly in this space so that we will know how to move forward as the district. I will still look to my colleagues to do the best job that we can together and support them in every way. But because of the continuity that I wanted to keep on this board, I will be voting no.
Mr. Alfred Shivy Brooks,
Yeah.
Dr. Casey Brock,
Yay.
and Ms. Jessica Johnson.
Yay.
Congratulations, the vote passes 7-2. Congratulations, Board Chair Jessica Johnson. Before we move on to the elections of Vice Chair, our outgoing chair will present remarks.
So I want to be very clear. My vote is not against the work of the board. My vote is not against the work of the district nor the administration. My vote is simply against board politics. 2 years ago, I accepted this role with a clear understanding of its weights and responsibilities. I did not come here to lead with a title for recognition or personal ambition. I came here to serve, guided by the deep love of this city and the belief in Atlanta promise to our students. I'm a daughter of Atlanta. I'm a product of Atlanta Public Schools alumni, shaped by generations who walked the halls long before I ever imagined to hold this seat. My grandparents, my parents, and then my children are a part of the district story. For me, this work has never been absent. It's been about what has always been personal to me. Over the past 2 years, I embraced a model of shared leadership rooted in trust, collaboration, accountability. Together, we are centered in decisions on what matters the most, student outcomes. And because of this collective focus, Atlanta Public Schools have moved forward. We celebrate the highest graduation rate in the district history. We made measurable gains in literacy and academic achievement. We invest in teachers, staff, and frontline employees. We strengthen policies to protect and support the most vulnerable students. We prioritize transparency, governance, and fiscal responsibility. These accomplishments were not the work of just one person. They were the results of educators showing up every day, families advocating for their children, students persevering through challenges, and a board members engaging in sometimes disagreement, but always with the shared responsibility of stewardship. Leadership is not about avoiding hard moments. It's about navigating them with integrity. There are difficult decisions that lie ahead. There were moments and tensions and transition, but through it all, we remain committed to lead with courage, compassion, and clarity, never losing sight of the students that we serve. As chair, I sought to build bridges to elevate voices that were often unheard, to ensure governance was not about politics, but about purpose. I am proud that during my tenure, I laid the groundwork that will extend far beyond one term. Strong systems, clear policies, renewed focus of student outcomes, a belief that Atlanta Public School can and must be excellence for every child. To my fellow board members, thank you for your service, your commitment, your willingness to engage in this demanding work. Governance is not easy, but it's essential, and I respect each of you for answering the call. To our superintendent and district leadership, thank you for your partnership and dedication to our students and schools. To our educators and staff, you are the backbone of this district. Your impact cannot be overstated. And to our students, you are the reason why we do this work. You inspire us to lead better, to think better, and never to settle. As I transition from my role as chair, my commitment to Atlanta Public Schools does not end. Leadership is not confined to a position. It is a responsibility we carry forward. I leave this role with confidence in the future of this district, hopes and leadership that we'll continue this work, and the faith that we will keep students at the center of progress to follow. Thank you for the trust you placed in me. Thank you for allowing me to serve. And thank you for believing always the promise of Atlanta Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Mitchell. Oh, all right. Nominations are now in order for the position of Vice Chair.
It is my honor to nominate Dr. Ken Zeff as Vice Chair.
Thank you. Board Member Ken Zeff is nominated. Are there further nominations for the office of Vice Chair? Seeing none, nominations for the office of Vice Chair are now closed. The nominees for the office of Vice Chair is Dr. Ken Zeff. The question is on the election of the nominee for Vice Chair. Those in favor of nominee Dr. Ken Zeff, when your names are called, respond aye. Those opposed will respond no. Mr. Wilborn, please call the roll and record the vote.
Yes, Madam Chair. Katie Howard.
Aye.
Tony Mitchell.
Aye.
Dr. Ken Zeff.
Aye.
Jennifer McDonald.
Aye, aye, aye.
Erica Mitchell.
No.
Patrice Hutcherson.
Aye.
Alfred Shibby Brooks.
Aye.
Dr. Casey Brock.
Aye.
And Ms. Jessica Johnson.
Aye.
Congratulations, Dr. Zeff. You are now Board Vice Chair. That is a vote from 8 to 1.
Okay, maybe share some brief reflections from myself and Kim. First, I just want to acknowledge Superintendent Johnson. Thank you so much for your leadership and that of your administration. And to my colleagues, thank you so much for trusting me to serve in this capacity. I'm going to just start by saying 36%. That's the percentage of students in Atlanta Public Schools who are currently reading at proficiency level. And it may seem a little unconventional for me to start my reflections with this data point, but it's important to emphasize that no matter who holds the role as board chair, it is our responsibility as board members. Our responsibility of board members really is the same, to ensure that every student in APS is reading on grade level and armed with the tools to take the world by storm when they walk out of our doors. There is no greater honor than to provide the governance and infrastructure that leads to improved student outcomes for APS students. Whether it is through the policies we set, our budgeting guidance, or our community-informed improvements, we owe it to every student to create an environment where success is no longer optional. Many of you know that I am a third-generation educator. To my parents who are here today, I want you to know that I was paying attention. Hey, Dad. In honor of your 30-plus years of your life that you devoted to education, I view my role as chair as a commitment to elevating voices across the district, and I will lead with the compassion and transparency that this moment in APS history calls for. To my colleagues, we've got some critical work to do. The moment we step off of this dais today, it's time to roll up our sleeves and collaborate with our superintendent to ensure that the strategic plan for our district is fully actualized. To the community, we've made some commitments, and I look forward to working with my colleagues to lean in a little bit further and listen a little bit longer to the needs and priorities across our district. And finally, to Dr. Johnson, thank you so much, and let's continue this great work. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to serve.
Before we conclude today's organizational meeting, it is tradition of the board that the outgoing chair be presented with her gavel. And while this is not your real gavel, we will have it placed to order. So Chair Mitchell. Madam Chair.
Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. It has been moved by Board Member Mitchell and seconded by Board Member Zeff to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all.
We will have a brief reception in the atrium of